Had a little time to get back on the Vette Cart. I've got all kinds of help up here today, sitting by the fire.
Yes, sir. You're in my spot.
When you fool with junk like we fool with, they make no aftermarket parts whatsoever. You get down into 85, 84, just ain't there. So we've got to get rid of, we want to get rid of this and this because we don't need it. Some folks say it's fabricating. I call it redneck ingenuity. So this is going to be gone. This is going to be gone. And at this point, that's about all we know. Let's see what we can come up with. This engine was a crossfire fuel injection, and I wanted to get rid of the air conditioner. So we've got this bracket, and I ordered the same bracket to go here because this was where the smog pump was at. And I think running the belt from here all the way to the alternator is going to be a little bit long. So this is actually going to give us the same setup we had before with the AC pump and the smog pump. It's a little bit loose. This worked good on this side, and you can see it's lined up. So we've got to come up with something with this and this back. So now we are trying to figure out how to make that work. So we're going to work on that today. A lot of scratching your heads and figuring and cutting in angles and figures and angles and all that stuff that goes along with it. All right, me and Dylan's trying to figure this out, and you can see we've got the belt back like it's supposed to go. This was easy. This was easy. That was just bolt on and go. This is the one causing the trouble because they don't make anything to get rid of the smog pump. So we got this piece here that's got to have a bushing in it, and we have a bushing. And the way we got our bushing, we took the smog pump apart, and this was actually here. So we beat that out, which give us this. So now we're going to have to cut that and put that right there. That should take out the slack. Moonshine. There's Moonshine. He's wanting to help. But then the back side, this bracket is a factory bracket. So we have cut this bracket, bolted it here.
I think what I've just figured out and decided to do is get this lined up where it's supposed to be, and then I'm going to come across the top of this with some flat stock steel and make it sturdy. And then I might even come in behind here and just kind of triangulate a little bit, so that way you've got it a perfect triangle, because here to here could give it some movement, because that's not super thick steel. So anything I can do to kind of sturdy that up to keep it from moving, because there's going to be, shouldn't be a whole lot of pressure on it, but you can see a little bit of movement there. So just flat stock across and weld it up. Should be good to go.
All right, let's see what we can come up with. We've got the main man with us too. There he comes, inspecting it. We don't have any stuck valves today. All right, show what we got here. Show them what you're gonna do.
How hot is that? Hey man, it's a little toasty. I was wondering why you so quick to hand it to me.
Anyway, I had to trim that little edge off of it. Oh, okay, let's try that. Let's try that again.
Yeah, next time run it over water or something. Put that in there.
That should work. Why would that not work?
Perfect right there.
This has kind of got some flex. See the flex? We're hoping that'll solve the problem. If it don't, we might have to run another brace from here down.
Can you push down on that just a little bit and bend it up?
That dark?
No, I don't think it done anything.
Well, what do you want to do?
It's almost like it's down, like this is farther down. Makes sense. We need to twist it.
Let's move this out of the way. Now then.
I can't get really to it.
Well, hold on a second.
Yeah, that's what it is right there.
All right. We got Adam up here with us. He just said, what'd you call that? Fabricating?
Fabricating.
Fabricating. Fabricating. We've never been called fabricating up here before.
No, we're stepping up, sounds like.
Yeah. This is redneck ingenuity. We got that welded, got it painted. Look how pretty that is. But if you can see, it took the wobble out. So I think that's good. It looked like it's lined up pretty good. So now we are fabricating. We fabricated that. So we're pretty fancy now. We'll get this belt on and see how it does. Well, I'm excited because the belt looks like it's supposed to. We fabricated. We fabricated all of this. This is fabrication at its best. I believe that's going to work.
I think it'll take her home.
All right, now.
I think Evan's outside with the cop car.
Not sure what he said.
I don't think you want to know.
Yeah.
This is the carburetor off of the Vette Cart when we got it. And it worked, but not very well. So reached out to a young man at the Questionable Garage. And he had this demon. Compliments of the Questionable Garage. I asked him if he thought it'd work on this car. He said, well, that's questionable. I said, do you think it'll work on a 350 Chevrolet? He said, well, that's questionable too. And I said, do you think it'll even work at all? And he said, it's questionable. So y'all go check out the Questionable Garage. Jared's a good guy, and he let me have this thing at a real bargain basement price. So we're going to try it. And I also got this Elder Brock, the former intake from a friend of mine. He's going to be upset when he tries to crank his car. And we got the leftover seats from Megan's Mustang. That is so cool. We're getting close. I'm anxious to see how that carburetor is going to work. That's a fancy carburetor. We never had anything like that. Big shout out to the Questionable Garage, man. We really appreciate that. We got the rest of the riffraff up here. I like to hang out when the work's about done. All right, you ready to try it?
Pretty close.
We got to take all them things back.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Oh yeah, these seats are about right.
Get all the stuff fly off of it. Let's see.
I ain't got no juice.
Hold on, I got to turn it on. You ready? First ride in the Vette Cart.
Hey, Mike, you mind bring me a ratchet strap? I ain't got a seatbelt. This seat ain't folded down.
We're not folded in. Hey, don't you hit my truck. Let's I know that everybody that's watching this would want to be right here where I'm at right now. This is a empty track. It's a little bit narrow, but we get to play over here today with the Vette Cart. Now this track was actually built by Bill Elliott, who had his shop here at an undisclosed location, and he has since moved on, and a friend of mine acquired it, and every now and then he let me slip over here when he don't know I'm over here and play a little bit. We brought the Vette Cart over here. We've not drove this thing more than probably a quarter of a mile since we got it running. So we thought we'd come over, do a few laps, and see how bad or how good it's going to do. We don't know if it's going to blow up or not blow up, but we are excited, excited, excited. We're going to unload it and give her a whirl. made a first few little laps just trying to see how it's gonna do. It's cutting out just a little bit, but there is a mud hole on the track and I cannot see nothing. But that's all right, we ain't giving it up. Need to adjust this time a little bit here. What's wrong? What's that?
Oil everywhere.
Well, we're having all kinds of issues with the Vette Cart. She ain't a wanting to run. Sling a little oil out right here, but for some reason we're overheating and I don't think we got enough fans on it or something. So we're going to take the thermostat out and see if that'll cool her down. But it got up about 2:30 and shut it off. So, you know, it's trial and error in these old junk cars. This motor was actually been sitting in this car, if you watch the series on the Vette Cart, for years, and it was absolutely stuck and we got it loose. So I don't know if this motor's gonna make it or not. It's not sounding healthy at all. And like I said, the carburetor loading up on us for some reason. I know nothing about demon carburetors. Between that and the oil leaking out of it and the antifreeze running out the front of the motor, I hate to say LS swap. I really do. We're going to try this a little bit more, but that might be the cheapest option. Because we want to go racing, man. We want to go. We want to ride. We want to ride fast in front of everybody else. We're going to go ahead and jerk the, what's that thing called? Thermostat. We're going to go ahead and jerk the thermostat out of this thing. See if that helps.
Now let's try again.
Well, I believe that's it. She is done. My hat's dirty and the Vette Cart is dead. You can see the oil dripping out of it. It is done. Oh, I was so hoping that thing would last. If you watch the video where we actually found the car, dug it out of the woods, brought it home, and got it running, you'll know that the motor was extremely stuck. I mean, it had been set and it had water run down in the carburetor, but we got it running and running pretty decent. But I think from all the years of setting and the rust inside the motor, it just didn't have it in it. So, back to the drawing board. You know, it's such a shame because we got this whole track to ourselves. Nobody out here to watch us screw up. Just sitting here, waiting to be used. We're gonna try it one more time, see if we can get it to crank, maybe get it over at the trailer and get it loaded up, but I don't look for that to happen. It just tightened down like Dick's hat band, but who knows, after it cooled a minute, maybe it'll get over there. Man, what a disappointment. Well, we got it loaded. Barely. We ain't giving up on this thing, I'm telling you. I know everybody says LS, LS. I've actually got a Chevrolet van we traded up, which is an old prison van used by the state of Georgia for prisoners. It's got a 4-bolt main 350, which back in my day, that was a big deal, but now everybody's LS this, LS that, but I need to weigh my options. And when you're broke, you don't have many. This is just not the way I wanted this day to end. But like they say, some things work out and some things don't.